But this time we lure other settlers into their camp, throw the burger and whatever food we have with us in the middle, and have them all fight over it.
Are you thinking these guys are dogs?
I'm getting some really naughty ideas here.
Oh my.
Something to do with getting some really fat people.
I thought you were going to say sex cannibals. Yeah.
Fat people.
Right, it's a lot of meat.
We're going to find them, though.
We will save the thin hostages with fat people.
This thing, that must be like, for a cannibal, must be seeing like an all-you-can-eat buffet. So you can't resist it. Try a couple of fat people swinging off of the roof. They'll climb that building like it's a fucking catch scratching post.
Mr. Kinley, there's been an incident. Please, we need your help.
I pull out the PC house trump and look at you like questioning.
Got to Kinleyville.
1 second, just getting ready. Just be about another minute and 15 seconds.
All right, you guys managed to avoid some more plots and stuff and head over to the PC house. You talk in low whisper so that the guards outside don't hear Alex Kinley's famous voice. But you don't need to whisper because it won't get picked up by the mic. But I'll assume you're whispering to each other. The chest is still overflowing with ice torques. And you hear a tink, and one goes tink, 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 falls out of the chest and joins the rest on the floor.
Nice.
Freddy's giving it a look.
Yeah.
You hear distant sounds of fighting in the city. You do your best to ignore it.
Fuck.
Hate you so much.
Well, okay. So about those fat people, where do you?
We come up with good plans, Logan. It shows all these fat people. There's sauce.
Oh, we're in MMO land, are we not?
Yes.
We go out and round up, say, 4 other people.
So you're wanting to leave this room that has no plots at all invading?
No.
Okay.
I said it's just hypothetical.
Oh, got it. Sorry. Go ahead.
Panties and a twist.
God damn it. I was really hoping to have lured you into something. The sounds of fighting are interspersed with normal, like, crossbow noises, and every now and then you're sounds like some sort of kind of high-tech budgety sounds. Give me the listen rolls and I'll tell you what you think it is.
Go peek out the window.
You can, but somebody may see your face, and if they see your face, they may actually start.
Slats.
Oh, okay.
Slats a bit. Just peeking through the slats.
Sure. Go ahead and you go up to the second floor and peek through the slats. Sure. Go ahead and give me a luck roll to be at the right angle, because this place is packed tight like a fucking honeycomb. Got the cereal. And if you make the luck roll, sure, give me a spot roll. Lower is better. You see a bunch of guys, maybe you're going to guess around 20, 25 guys in full ice armor, currently fighting against some of the guards and stuff in Kinleyville who are wearing dwarven armor.
Who's in ice armor?
You don't know. They've got like face plates and stuff on. They appear to be in full ice armor. Ice, baby.
As in the ice, as in the thing.
Yes, the talk. Yes, we gave out a few of them, and then they wanted more, and we told them to fuck off. And I guess now they want more.
Who?
Yeah.
is this?
Just people in Kinderville.
Not just people, special people.
What? So why are they attacking the guards to get in here?
Yeah.
No, they're ways down the street. It doesn't look like they're even trying to get in here.
Oh.
Unless they're doing
And
it
then,
wrong.
oh wait, maybe the fucking elemental fucking overlord is making them attack the gods. Else their heads get blown off.
Who was the clever one that gave them the bloody talks?
Well, we didn't really give we didn't give them what we did. It was me, Joshua, and
Joshua. Oh my god, I would have thought better than that.
Freddie immediately works on spreading the blame.
I forgot who else was it. Oh, Tom.
Never give items like that to fucking NPCs.
Eh,
Always come back and bite us in the arse.
Let's see who's winning. I'm curious now. Those cards.
Uh,
Yeah, the guards drive them off. Excellent.
oh
They run away and seem to completely disappear. They don't literally disappear. They just disappear from your point of view. Damn kids! Screams one of the guards.
right.
Things are happening everywhere.
if nothing else, I recommend we take those remaining torques, put them somewhere in Alien Post-Apocalypse, bury them so no one else can get their hands on them.
Give me an evidence analysis roll, Freddie.
Yeah.
Being that they seem to be self-replicating, you're thinking the cat may already be out of the bag.
Fuck.
What? Hold on. The talks of what?
Self-replicating. Somehow.
Ice,
Joshua wasn't alarmed by this at all. He just started hanging them out.
Well, he didn't know this. This is all new. We didn't know this was happening.
People last session figured it out. I forget who was playing now, but yeah.
Right. Let's destroy the fuck out of these ones.
Kindling mutters insanely.
When you were in the ice tower, did you meet any elemental overlord or anything? Or
Yeah, no, there was a sphere thing. It wouldn't talk. It wouldn't communicate with us. It only would. It wouldn't even communicate with the two that put the talk on. But basically, it's evil. It's death. It probably wants to try and take over everything. So, yeah, we've now given it the perfect opportunity. They're going to keep replicating. People are going to steal these and fucking put them on like douchebags. And then this evil overlord's going to be like, I've got a fucking army.
and I believe
idiots. And then everything's going to
believe-
fucking end. And I'm going to sit back and laugh from another side.
I believe one of you, well, maybe more than one, I don't know, of us put them on as well. I'm not sure.
I said probably not a great idea, and they were like, we're putting them on. I was like, fine, it's up to you, but I warned you. In having some unknown, powerful, evil entity in charge of your life and death.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Not a great idea. I wouldn't recommend putting one on, Freddie. If you want to become a slave to
No, that was my first thought when I looked at them. I was like, nah, I'm not doing that one.
Yeah, always read the fine print.
All right, so what, do we need to destroy that sphere thing to...
I would certainly try and get rid of all the tools you find. If they're self-replicating, that can mean nothing but bad.
Alright, well, if we put them in post-apocalypse, they're not going to replicate because magic doesn't work there.
Right. So let's try and come up with an. Let's just take
But we need a
We'll take them with us. Okay.
No problem. You gather up the 140 something torques. Fortunately, there's plenty of bags and stuff. Basically, you got a Santa Claus style bag over your shoulder. Alex is strong enough that you've triple bagged them because the first bag started to make like the "I'm gonna tear" noises, and you're like, "No, you're not." And so he's triple bagged them, and he is now the Kinley Claus.
Kinley Claus.
All right, so I guess since we don't want to exit through here, we have to go back to Beastkin and.
You don't want to walk through the streets of Kinley, though?
Nah.
I mean, it'll give him a chance to see his statue again. He does.
I mean,
like
if he wants to.
Yeah, no, let's go the incognito way.
Okay.
And let's try and think.
Did you want to leave just one ice torque in the chest?
No.
Okay. Anyway, just checking. Right, and you guys blip over to Beastkin.
Yep.
Via the Trump, yes.
Yeah.
Wow, your Trump has got like wear marks on this side. You're like, hey. But these things don't wear out. Although they are only as strong as paper. Something to keep in mind if you ever catch fire.
Oh, yeah. That's so good.
No.
And then I guess we'll
set up an extra pack or two somewhere.
Stealth out over the cleanse.
All right. Well, stealthing doesn't really work in a city. People are like, hello, Australians. And, oh, what's in the bag? Toys for the children? That's great. And you guys go over to Clem's, and Clem's like, howdy, what can I do you for?
Hotel, please.
Where are you going back to?
Alien post-apocalypse.
Him as well? He indicates Santa Claus. All right. And you guys get hot towels on your face, and then they get taken off your face. I would like to say Lord Bucket's there looking angry, but I can't because he's not that competent. Instead, it's Clem. It appears that the Clem's here is working.
Yes. All right, cool.
Yeah.
Nice to see you again, Clem.
I'm sorry, I don't understand, says Clem.
Sure you don't.
He smiles at you.
I pat him on the shoulder. All right. I guess we'll go find someplace to bury these talks.
You know, burying stuff would be easier with something called a shovel.
Yep, good point. Alex, you go find the place.
They appear to all be made of ice.
We'll just find a really, 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 really deep hole. Like a big cravat. Like we're in an apocalyptic city.
Wait, give me a luck roll to find a giant crevice to throw them into. There might be one. The apocalypse has happened a couple of times.
I'm tempted actually to try and just give them to the fucking readers. Fucking ice armor readers. I get my success, nothing special.
Nah, you don't find one that's deep enough, but you do find some cracks in the ground.
Wait, hold on. Since we're no longer in a magic zone, are they melting?
No, they look like non-melting ice torques.
Yeah, they don't melt. They're just in the non-magic zone. They just don't function.
Okay.
Ice, baby.
All right. Well, you find a place to bury them. I'll go get a shovel from Burlington and trump over to you.
Got two? Half an hour later, he's back with a shovel. He hands it to you like, you do all the work.
I'll grab two shovels. I'll help him.
Oh. All right, you guys dig a hole.
Dig.
Gonna dig me a hole. Gonna put a body in it.
Gonna dig it well.
You bury them. Yeah, you might even be able to remember where.
mark it on my sketch pad. I like make a little dotted route from Clem's to wherever we are.
Give me a cartography roll, and yes, you have. Otherwise, you have fucked it up.
Okay.
You're pretty sure that nobody will ever find these again. You clap each other on the shoulder, say, good work, head off. Never to see these things again. Aha, they say.
Fuck 'em.
All right. So, you guys.
I make a treasure map, a crude treasure map.
Give me a cartography roll to make a
One
crude
day.
treasure map.
One day, I want my just be like, here, kids. Here's a cartography.
Freddy's is an interesting map.
No.
All right, cool.
Fucking-
That's cryptography. That's code making there. You wanted cartography. But 58 is still not a great roll. So unless you've got to do it as a living cartography, you're done. Anyway.
No.
Perfect. You guys head off with your maps. And where to? You could tell the eyes are watching you from the ruins and such. Scared people who are just wanting to hang out near this ruined city and not be eaten. It hasn't been much time that you've been gone, but the day is stretching toward evening.
Do you think you'd be able to
You can almost hear
persuade enough people to join our cause if we promise them food and cigarettes and shit like that? Snacks.
If it's their lives, probably not. And it would probably mean their lives. So, yeah.
But what if it meant they would no longer need to live in fear of old Buckethead?
I don't think Buckethead's the only thing they fear around here.
Fair
There'll
point.
just be some other guy that will come along and will take his place as the new warlord. Can't see. We'll sit on a throne of bones.
Well,
We all
not if
knew
you're the warlord.
That's true. It could be a beneficial warlord.
Yeah, you want to devote a couple years to living here.
So, what else do you suggest there, Freddie?
Other than trying to like come back at night and rescue him, I don't really know. Well, and the whole burger idea, but meh.
The what now?
The burger idea where we just lure people there, but no.
We haven't laughed enough at the burger idea for him to drop that one yet.
I'm just saying that. All I got right now.
Well, but you got binoculars, did you say?
Oh yeah, he has
Yeah.
lovely binoculars. They are one of his prized possessions
Let's
because
go back to the place even further than we were before, being careful along the way, and we'll just have a look to see what they're currently doing at the camp. That's been a day or so.
if you're further away, I won't ask for a stealth roll, but I will ask for a climb roll because you need to climb up to be able to see better.
Yeah.
Cool. Both of you guys give me climb rolls as you scurry up a building like little spiders.
Like little spiders.
Freddy didn't die. Weird.
I didn't die.
You guys scurry up the building. Wow. Kinley's getting slow. Maybe he's getting old, Freddy. Anyway.
What?
Oh, he scurried better than you did. Weird. Anyway, you guys are up in the top of the, because I mean, he has high skills, but he doesn't roll like he does. So weird. Anyway, I kind of expected him to launch himself backward and head first toward the rock over there. So you guys scurry up there, check things out. Give me a surveillance roll as you spend a few hours just keeping an eye on the camp.
What, both of us?
Sure. I'll take whichever one is better. The other person, if they get much worse, is just a slacker. Like Freddy. Big slacker. Right. Shows you with the binoculars, and Freddy's like, does that cloud look like Abraham Lincoln fucking a horse to you? And right, it appears that the bad guys are currently having some sort of big feast. Looks like they're all dancing around and whatnot.
Yeah, I should understand why.
Yeah.
Because they got about 7 or 8 fucking things to eat, haven't you?
Uh-huh.
Well, technically that means we saved a few of the prisoners for a while.
Well, yeah, for at least a day or so.
Does it look like they're drinking?
Oh, yeah.
Anything alcoholic?
Hard to tell from here.
We already went over this.
They're drinking out of skulls, though. They have a lot of bones and shit over there. And, you know, eventually you decide to start doing things with them, like, you know, making bone weapons. There's a bone chair that somebody's working on making, probably very badly. Definitely very badly. And they're drinking out of skulls and stuff. And shit, it looks like there's a few more raiders than when you were there. God damn it.
A few more what?
Raiders, bad guys.
How many more are we talking?
No, 5 showing up.
Basically replace the ones that we fucking killed.
Bastards. If you had a way of killing a bunch of them at one time, that would really help out. And plus, I would like to point out, they are separated a bit from the prisoners because they don't like to be near the prisoners because the prisoners smell bad. So there is like maybe 5-10 meters from prisoners. But it's not really enough to sneak in and free these fucking weak-ass people without somebody probably noticing. But there is some distance between them. Like if you had like heavy machine gun emplacements, for example, you'd probably mow down all these fucking guys.
And we can't use
and burst into blue flame. I didn't say you wouldn't die horribly. I'm just saying that if you had something like that, it would work a treat.
You know,
actually 10 to 20 meters away for prisoners.
if you can reason with
Oh,
those...
your vehicle's still there, by the way. Nobody's found it yet.
Cool.
Mm-hmm. Of course, you can't drive for shit, but you keep putting on the parking brake, which really pisses Alex off. And then stepping on the brake, and then honking. Or not.
I'm just wondering if there's a way for us to group shadow walk some people from Kinderville over to here. But that might take too long.
To do what?
Well, to help us fight them. Because they have bows.
It's obvious that a gun-ho fucking running, trying to kill everything approach does not work.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, fair point.
Yeah, they are shitty fighters, but even enough shitty unarmored shit weapon bearing people will eventually wear you down. I mean, these guys are worse than goblins. Worse than trolls for sure. Actually, about 3 trolls would probably fuck them up pretty good.
With 3 attacks around.
Yeah. Yeah. Trolls are as dangerous as at least 3 of them. Plus the trolls regenerate. These guys do the opposite. They kind of fall apart after a while. Yeah. So if you had like 5 trolls and you catapulted them into the midst of these people, for example, that would be havoc. Oh, to have a catapult full of 5 trolls. Of course, that probably caused you to burst into blue flame as well. If only there was some clever way to get around the blue flame thing.
I don't know enough about it because I've never been here.
True. Only Freddy knows, but he's not telling you shit. Glares at you.
I mean, I really don't know that well. All I know is that, like, a satellite or whatever scans you, and if you're not an alien, you get vaporized. So I don't know if you can, like, put on a fucking hat
I knew
or
you were
something,
gonna...
and, like, so when you get scanned, all they see is an alien.
You come up with the weirdest shit sometimes. Here's your alien hat, boy. Do you even know what the aliens look like from here?
Not a fucking clue.
Cool.
Yeah, I don't know how that works. So.
That's fucking hilarious. We're gonna have to dress you up as some sort of alien. What kind do you want to be?
Well, even if we could get through the blue light thing and then get our hands on a big machine gun, no one can use one. So that's not going to work. So.
Well, no, if we can get rid of the blue flame, we'll just get a grenade.
What between us can we do that could cause mass death that doesn't involve magic or anything that basically gives us an advantage, like a gun or a car or whatever, because we'll get killed by the blue flame?
Dynamite?
You use dynamite?
No.
Yeah, not gonna.
I was gonna say explosives is a fucking clever thing. Take a card there, Freddy, even though you can't use it.
I thought about that fucking ages ago.
You didn't say anything. You didn't say anything.
I didn't say it because there's no point. No one has the skill for it here.
Yeah, well.
It's the problem. If you don't have the skill to deal with a particular situation, you've got to come up with something else, haven't you?
Sure.
I mean, I do demolitions as a hobby. That's tough if you're trying to blow a load of people up.
It's not easy, no. But
not to mention, how the hell do we get in to plant the explosives?
Actually, you're sneaky enough that with some stealth at half type shit at night, possible. Of course, it's like Arnold Schwarzenegger sneaking around, or Rambo sneaking around a camp full of VC and shit, putting up a bunch of explosives. Of course, if you were to do that, if you had explosives and something hopefully more advanced than dynamite, which is kind of like light it and it goes, and everybody goes, "What's that noise?" You know, if you had something more advanced than that and then run away, and then it got set off somehow that didn't link back to you in such a way that satellite thing or whatever said he'd done it, let's cause him to burst into blue flame, which if you're a demolitions guy, simple as shit to do, if you think about it. And then, yes, it would quite effectively literally rip apart everybody, including the prisoners, if you put enough explosives under their cages. Where do they get all those human-sized cages anyway? Maybe there's a company that makes them or something.
Okay, how about... That seems a bit different. I'm very good at mixing concoctions up, alchemical stuff. How hard would it be to put kind of some kind of knockout gas together?
Well, I mean, they'd each get their own resistance roll type thing to it, but you could.
I'm guessing they're going to have very low resistance, considering they are fucking cannibal.
Oh yeah, they're all sickly bitches. So yeah, you should be able to mix up some. I mean, you'd have to go somewhere where you have a lot of different chemicals and stuff.
Yeah.
Assuming that,
find a way of getting it into a kind of dispersion system.
That would be the tricky part, the dispersion system.
And even if it doesn't knock them all out, if it knocks a good chunk of them out.
Yeah. Even if it took out half, then that's half the motherfuckers left, depending on
What a fucking day to get Death God. Don't run out of ammo, but you're gonna burst in the blue.
Awkward.
Useless.
Well, nobody likes the Death God in this current thing because nobody uses guns. Everybody's like, yeah, knife works everywhere, sword works everywhere, which is true. Can't argue that.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, if you could make some sort of now that's some thinking there.
Do they have? I mean, they're going to be obviously old and not used, but do the buildings they're in still probably have some kind of rudimentary ventilation system in them?
There's not enough left. Just think like they've got 2 walls and part of a ceiling at any given time. They're pretty much in like wide open areas, but with like here's part of a wall, there's part of a wall. Oh, there's the wall we were standing against when we almost fucking died.
About the feast itself, are they all gathered at the feast?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's a good amount of them at the feast.
Oh yeah, everybody's there.
So around the big large table that they're feasting at, if we could sneak in the middle of the night and place.
Well, you don't think they're going to stay there. By the time you get something mixed up, they'll probably be dispersed again.
Yeah, but they might do a couple of nights worth of celebrating, considering they've got like 8 bodies to eat on.
Maybe.
That's a couple of days worth of feasting. That's not one night of feasting.
If they feast tomorrow, I mean, yeah, that definitely gives you some sort of deadline to work for.
Yeah, so I'm just thinking if we can sneak in, we can get something mixed up today and in canisters that are kind of, say, time released.
Oh, time release canister would be the greatest.
So you set it for like basically time now, but tomorrow night. And then they're all sitting there like chowing down, and then all this fucking gas comes from under the table.
There's enough random garbage around that if you were to like make conceal camouflage holdout roll for the different flasks and stuff, you could try to make them so they blend in with the garbage they already have sitting around.
Well, but if you were stuck them under the table, no one ever checks under the table.
Right.
Check under the table.
Well, I'm just saying sometimes they'll get drunk and fall over and then look under the table by accident. But I mean, it's not hard to make them look old and fucked up looking, I suppose. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, if you do something like that, sure, that may just be so crazy it will work.
Well, unfortunately, I'm going to have to look to.
Of course,
looking at Freddy for the dispersion mechanism device because.
Well, if it's electronic, I can do it.
Will that work in the area?
You're thinking it will have kind of a mixed result. It depends on what kind of stuff he's using, how long they stay out for, all that kind of stuff.
Can I just have them be remotely triggered?
Remotely triggered?
The only thing I'm worried about that is if you do the remote triggered, more chance that you're going to burst into blue flame. If you've got the time point is then it's like, well, who did that? Just all this green smoke appeared and people start.
Well, then we'll just set a timer on it. Yeah.
You can have like the old. I mean, you could do the simple like the kind of fucking buzzer timer, the like zinc, 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 zinc.
Yeah, like an alarm. Yeah. Honestly, what we could do.
Like really, really technical. Let's keep it as simple as possible. So
I was going to say for more more technical for Freddy is simpler because he's better at digital timers than zit. He wouldn't know what to do with that.
But I think for the zone and the place, it's
this is a tech zone,
and it's more tricky. Yeah.
Well, what we could do is just use like a wind-up clock mechanism, but just set it for like really, really long, like an alarm clock. That sort of a mechanism, and just rig it so that in X amount of hours it goes off.
You know that's pretty much bomb making is what you're talking about.
What is a normal skill, Logan?
A normal skill?
Yeah.
Which card? Could you read the card?
Training time.
Training time?
Take a check in any normal skill. Not just...
Well, actually, for you guys, pretty much all the skills you've got are, quote, normal skills. You don't have any...
But not Trump making or anything.
No.
Right.
It doesn't say any special skills or spells or sonic powers are not included.
There you
I
go.
was tempted to put a check in pose.
Of course.
But then I thought, maybe I should start building up something more important. I'll take a check in demolitions. Why not?
There you go. Well, I mean, if you're going to make this, you may end up using some demolitions with it.
Possibly, but I probably might not make the rolls, so...
That's a fair cop.
Which will be interesting when we go and plan. Right. Okay, so... Yeah, I'm making the substance. It's up to Freddy to make the other stuff.
Well, you're obviously not doing it here, so where do you guys head to?
Well, we had to the embassy. McKay got a lab, didn't he? Can we get a
Yeah, there's a workshop is there.
We got a workshop. And
is there a chemistry workshop there? I didn't know if you set one up or not.
I don't know if it was chemistry. I just know we set up a bunch of workshops so we could do things like metallurgy. And
oh, no, that was the plan for the White Dove, and then that got dropped like a fucking bag of shit.
We have an electronic workshop, but not chemicals.
Okay.
You could set up a chemical workshop. I'm assuming you're good at that.
Let's do one.
Right. Let's see. Neither of you have money. However, as far as I know. However, the embassy...
I think you're wrong there. I do actually have...
No, not you.
I know. It's weird, but...
I can't believe you would have money. Anybody else, I might believe it.
I've got, I believe... Where is it? Where did I write it down?
I like the Roomba bowling ball.
I have 50 amber gold.
Well,
yeah, I have 40 amber gold.
Well,
how much that will get us in this place, but
unfortunately, it gets you a lot less than you'd expect because one amber gold's worth approximately $20 here because that's what a $20 gold.
Oh, okay. What do you need?
You went to Beastkin Land? Yeah.
What do you need for this, Alex?
I don't know, Logan. What do I need to make?
You want a whole shitload of alchemy stuff, which would cost you about $150 or beast bucks. And you're going to want a bunch of chemicals. Call it an even 200 beast bucks. So 10 gold coins worth.
Can't the embassy just cover that for us?
Actually, the embassy, if you're leaving the chemistry working stuff here, they'll cover that part. Then the chemicals, the $50 worth of chemicals, those are up to you.
Okay.
But yeah, if you're leaving the lab here and stuff, so make a note in the Beastkin lands that you have a what's it called? Chemistry.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I try and whack up a large quantity of knockout juice.
Before you do that, give me a wood crafting roll. You're building your chemistry thing, and then a chemistry roll. These are to make the actual alchemical crafting station, if you will. And if you can make those well enough, then it may help out.
roll.
It's a success, nothing special there. But how's the chemistry thing going for all the neat stuff? And by the way, this is a delicate thing. There's a lot of glasses and the tubes, and you heat up this one, and then the liquid goes up, and it spirals around and goes through that kind of shit. Rubber hosing. Yeah, mad science shit. Right.
That's not good.
It shows a massive explosion through the top of the
You
thing,
can use it reverse dice on that.
lighting
No,
it,
but I really didn't.
lighting it on fire.
Yeah, I used my reverse dice to fucking crit it.
Oh, right. This is quite an alchemical lab. It's not as pretty of wood crafting as you'd like, but you do get a plus 10% bonus since you critted the right. But
Well, I did say that would be over by. No, it's still a half though.
right, but make a note for future use of this alchemical lab that anyone who uses it, due to your amazing +1 that you reverse diced into, gets a plus 10% when doing alchemical shit in the embassy lab. Yeah, no problem. You've got a bunch of knockout stuff now. Big problem you've got is you had to make it kind of a little bit heavy because you want it to go to about spray up a little bit, but not too high. You're worried that you may succumb to it if you go into it later. Well, actually, sorry, Alex is not worried about this. He's worried they'll have to. Well, actually, he's not worried about Freddy either. After Freddy's been beating on him and trying to knock him over and stuff. So, yeah, okay, you're ready to go, Freddy.
Well, hold on, we
now,
need a time.
for your part, oh no, I figured out what I think to be Alex's thought process here. It's like, yeah, fuck Freddy, I can survive this shit.
I wonder what state he's gonna wake up in.
Exactly, probably gang raped by the mushroom people. Anyway, Freddy, now comes your big thing. First, I'm going to need a jury rig roll. This is seeing if you can make do with other stuff, or if you're going to have to start doing some really hardcore shit like building your own stuff and all that.
All right.
Good luck, Freddy. We're all counting on you.
You can do it.
Yep.
You are not one to be counted on for your jury rig skills. So, no problem. It looks like you're going to have to do it the hard way. Do you have any kind of metal crafting to make some like metal barrels and stuff like that?
I have metallurgy.
Metallurgy is more about what, well, actually, I think it's more about what kind of metal. Forging. Ah, yes. No problem. After doing a long day, Freddy's like, I need help making shit. And you're like, God damn it, this is your part.
I can do that stuff. I couldn't just do the technical, like, the
Yeah, he needs barrels and stuff made because he can't figure out a way to keep the gas in wooden barrels, which is mostly what they have here. Does anybody have leather crafting?
Yes.
Oh,
No.
give me a leather crafting roll. Maybe you can do it with
Really?
flour.
No, it's a base.
Oh,
I've got it written in, but
it's gonna take. This may take a couple of days, by the way, since Freddy wasn't able to jury rig shit. All right, and go ahead and give me a metal roll. This is definitely taking a couple days.
Yeah.
All right, he has managed to set fire to the forge, but he gives you a ducky, Freddy. There you go. Now put all the drugs into this little ducky. He wags it in your face. So apparently Freddy's part has fallen through. Your chemicals, which are in delicate glass things and stuff, are ready to go. But you can't, if you expose it to air and stuff, then people will start passing out. In fact, people may start eventually passing out in the embassy anyway. So, yeah, your part's all done, Alex. It's all about Freddy.
All right. So, if I go over to, if I'm in Shermer, can I buy enough like?
Oh, in Shermer, you might be able to get some decent stuff if you have any Shermer bucks, if you can find it.
I have gold I can trade.
Of course you do. Are you wanting to take Kinley with you to Shermer? He's dressed in penis armor. He refuses to take off.
You're gonna stand out if you're doing that.
I always stand out.
True.
No, you don't get. This is not. Look, let me just go get what we need. I'll be back.
I'll make more duckies.
Shows the nervous blacksmith standing off to one side.
Mm-hmm.
All right, how much? I'll go with the Sherman. I want to know, first of all, how much it'll cost me.
What are you trying to buy exactly?
Like, well, we need some kind of a release mechanism, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, and the gas is in like a canister, right?
You think he's got it in like some glass bottles or some weird shit?
So I'm thinking something simple, like a digital countdown timer thing, which when it reaches 0, it like releases the gas.
It's the final countdown.
All right. Give me a luck roll. Lower is better to find the shit that you have vaguely defined, Freddie.
Okay.
Lower is much, much better. Kinley sits over there with his bonus to luck.
But
Oh, Freddie, you found apparently the terrorist special here. So I think your cat wants out, Matt.
All right.
And no problem. You found a bunch of stuff. Give me an electronics roll, Freddie, to get all the digital stuff working and all that, so that it can be on the final countdown thing. And
Well,
that
I
way
didn't know
you
how
can
much.
have the final solution. What?
I just need to know how much it'll cost.
Yes. You're looking at for all this stuff with the electronic things, fail safes and all that. You're probably looking at around $800.
All right. I'll trade in like 10 gold pieces.
10 gold pieces. Right. Give me a bargain roll. Let's see how much Shermer, Illinois money you can get for that. 10 gold pieces. He gives you 50 bucks, spits in your eye, and laughs at you. For that fail, sure. He gives you beg for the $800. He just laughs at you, and eventually he gives it to you. You have barely enough to cover what you need.
All right, fine.
Shows him sitting there dancing around with his brother in the back room. I can't believe I got all this gold for $800. His brother's like, we're going to Miami to gamble. Woo! Oh, is he still out there? Fuck off. He says they go back to dancing around.
All right, so just electronics.
Oh, if only you had Bargain Man with you. Yes, give me an electronics roll to set up your part of it. You got nice, quiet digital clocks. As long as you're in the tech zone, they should work fine.
I'll play my skill 5. And electronics.
Two fat, greasy guys continue dancing around arm in arm, having made so much money.
Success.
Yeah, okay, you've got the electronics, you've got stuff to store it in. Yeah, pretty much all you got to do is go there, take him to Alex, have him carefully put his stuff into these, seal it up, and then, yeah, you should be ready.
All right. And then obviously set the timer and all that, but yeah. Yeah.
That part's easy. Now, this is taking a couple of days and stuff. Metal ducks don't come quick.
All right.
So you want to live in Shermer forever and hate on those?
No. I'm going back and gonna help you.
Fortunately, you got the Trumps. My God, those are the most useful thing in this whole campaign. Suddenly.
I know, right?
It's the thing you didn't know you couldn't live without, and now, by God, you're trumping You're trumping multiple times in a day. It's like, all right. So he comes back. He's got all this shit. All you need to do is carefully put that shit into this shit, and then him set the timers. Hopefully, it will work. It's not gonna work. You're gonna die.
It's not gonna work. Right. We do it very carefully then.
All right, no problem. Give me a simple dex roll, the dex and all that. Freddie, where would you like to be while he's dealing with the toxic chemicals?
Oh, I want to grab one of the gas masks that we
He
have.
doesn't have any gas mask. Nobody has any gas mask.
Gas mask.
He is not even using a gas mask, and he's working with this stuff.
It's
What we
fine,
have
though.
got?
I'm doing the Logan. I'm doing the.
Right, Freddie, give me a alcohol/drug tolerance roll as you're going. Why aren't you wearing a gas mask? Right.
Oh, that's okay. Well,
Of course. Lower is better. If Alex fucks it up, I laugh and laugh.
That'd be fun.
Oh, shit. Freddie, take a check in it. Wow, you made it.
Nice.
I'm impressed.
yeah. I'm impressed too.
I'll fuck up though with 110 skill.
Yes, but I wasn't going for it at full skill because you're working with the most potent shit here. So
Yeah, I'm fine with it.
yeah,
Half.
he's like
60,
going.
which is actually linked to quarter by quarter.
Great. Okay. Yeah. Alex seems to be enjoying it. He's like, this makes me feel like I'm 5 years younger. You're like, you're insane. He's like, they flexes at you. So
Friday, stop throwing dragons out of your anus. This stuff's good.
yeah, you guys are ready to go. Unfortunately, it took you longer than you wanted it to.
Yeah.
So it's like,
Well, like you said, the way I see it, actually, as long as we can just basically disperse them and hide them.
oh yeah.
around
Well,
the bank.
that's the most dangerous part of the plan there, because setting the timers is easy, and fortunately, due to Kinley being monstrously strong, keep in mind he's at the low end of the Amberite scale. Okay, yeah. Because Amberites are like, oh my god, somebody's coming after me. I throw a motorcycle at him. Yeah. Freakishly strong. So you're thinking that you could just have him go in there unless you both wanted to make a stealth roll. If one of you wanted to go in and make a stealth roll, it'd be a rough stealth roll. No denying that. No getting around it, but it'd be a very rough stealth roll. But if somebody can pull that off and then carefully place them, and if they used I just asked for one camouflage conceal holdout roll just to make sure that nobody's going to trip over and go, oh, what's this?
It's going to be better to do that than
Fighting them? Yes.
blowing fucking 20 pods trying to fight them.
Unless you have to blow 20 pods to get a stealth at half.
Shouldn't do.
Well, you guys are ninjas. So my question is, do one of you want to go in or do both of you want to go? Because Kinley could do it by himself. He's strong enough to
How
carry
good is your concealment?
It's pretty good. I don't mind taking this one because I think,
Take it for the team.
well, yeah, my stealth is pretty, it's pretty damn good, and my concealment's really not bad either. So
Alright, then I'll wait like as far as I can so that I can see with binoculars, but
Give
not
me a
too
climb roll to get back up into your normal
Yeah.
new distance spying position.
Yeah.
Cool. You're up there with your binoculars. It's nighttime. You wish they were infrared. You can't see shit unless you can make a spot roll in half. Then you can kind of catch a little bit of movement there and here and there. You're quite distant. It shows him holding him the wrong way around. He looks like he's super far away. You can't even see him. You're like, damn, he's sneaky. Okay, so meanwhile, cue the Mission Impossible soundtrack. Ding, 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 ding. Stealth at half, stealth at half. Doo-doo,
I am playing
doo-doo,
a still 5 skill. Just for the hell of it.
So it's half plus 5. Hooray! Good luck. We're all counting on you.
Yeah.
Dun, 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 dun. It shows him going with this huge fucking bag of shit in there. Oh yeah. No hero points needed.
With the plus 5, yeah.
Yeah, that fucking brilliant.
Damn.
Now give me the conceal, hold out, camouflage. This is at full. It's the middle of the night. My question is, did you want, and yes, they ate a couple more people, of course they did. Did you want these to go off at nighttime, daytime, what? What time are they set
I wanted to go off when they, I mean, if they, after the amount of times we've been watching them, like, I want to pick a kind of time of the day where they, like, if it's dinner time, that's the time when they all seem to get together because they're eating dinner.
Yeah.
Go off roughly about this time when.
Oh, so tomorrow dinner time. Yes, yeah. They will all be gathered around the dinner table going, what have we got to eat? Today on the menu is yes. Sure.
Yeah, I got my.
Oh, that's fucking lovely. All right. And give me one last stealth roll. This is to scare the shit out of Freddy. Right.
Hot one, even.
Shows him like laying next to you. Back. Freddy, give me a sanity roll for an hot one.
Stop fucking with me.
I didn't.
Tell me you object, Matt. Tell me, no, I don't want to scare the shit out of him. Nope. All right, fuck you, Freddy. Give me a sanity roll.
All right.
I was gonna say if he objected, I'd be like, no problem. You let him know you're coming and stuff. Everything's fine.
I whisper in his ear. I say, "Your silhouette looks lovely in the moonlight."
What?
Just
right. Freddy does not scream like a little girl. He just goes.
Yeah, that's what he's hoping for.
Mm-hmm.
Blow the cup.
No problem. Freddy, you're after. Give me a con endurance roll real quick, Freddy.
Okay.
Could it be that gas is still stuck to him somehow? Could you be feeling?
I mean, I made it by half. So.
Oh yeah, no. This is something totally different.
Yeah.
Hey, great. You're cool as a cucumber. I was curious if maybe you get some acid reflux going from this kind of treatment, or maybe you thought you were experiencing a heart attack, but no, you are cool as a cucumber. It just shows your heart go do-dum, 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 oh God, do-dum, do-dum, do-dum. And so yeah, you just kind of look at him and do the damn right it is. Sexy silhouette. So cut to the next night, they're all gathered around. They're like, yeah, feast, 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 feast. And somebody goes, what is best? And somebody else goes, I think that the best thing, gas billows out there. Ah! So now they go through, let's see, and who wants to keep track of the number of bad guys that are down?
Do you want to count on fingers?
Sure, count on. Well, the most you're going to have is you're going to need your toes, but hopefully we're not going to get that many. Ready?
Right.
Buckethead will be last, of course.
So hold on. This is you're gonna tell me which ones stay awake. How many?
No, I'm going to say how many fall asleep.
Okay.
Here we go. 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3. Wait, shit, how many rolls was that? Wait a second.
Why don't you just roll slash?
Oh, shit, you're right. Yes, fuck. You are quite right. Hold on. Ignore all that shit, Matt.
What's going on?
Ignore all that shit. Hold on a second. Roll.
What was it saying? Two's falling asleep. Fuck.
How many was it that was there total, did I say?
Like you said, like
You said 50.
50. 50.
Yeah.
100. Boom. Okay, so awake time, we have 2. A couple of them aren't waking. Actually, hold on. Let me tell you how many just die. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right. Somebody keep track. There are now 45 bad guys. 5 of them died. Oh, Matt, could you give me a luck roll for wind? You want to make this, otherwise the wind may carry it in the slave pens. They're very weakened, and then you'll just say, well, we've done our best, but they all died. Let's go.
Oh, we forgot about the fucking wind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, you are a lucky
Thank
dude.
God for the +10.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. God damn, you're right. That +10 wins. Okay, now the ones who made it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 guys are staying there. Let me see if Lord Buckethead's okay. Yeah. 6 guys are standing there going, what's going on?
Now we rush.
All right,
Yeah, now we rush.
both of you guys give me sprint rolls to make it good. Now, people may start waking up soon. You can kill the people that are asleep at the rate of 1 per round.
Fuck.
I'll take those odds.
Mm-hmm.
Freddy, move, you bastard.
As he sends you by yourself into the.
No, I think he's. Hold on, where's my.
Yes, he's running as though he's forgotten to wear shoes, and there's a lot of glass on the ground. All right, so you get there. There's 6 guys, and we begin your new dramatic combat. Yes, but you're down to 6 currently. Hopefully, Freddy will get there in a round or 3. So the 6 guys look a bit freaked out. Villains are first, posing dramatically as approved. They see Kinley running toward them, and they decide fighting is a good idea. I did their morale thing. They're like, kill that one guy, and then when he's dead and we have his head cut off, that other guy should be here by then. Kill him.